Welcome back to the channel. We got a new ball review for you. This time it's the Phaze AI. Stick with us. Welcome back to the Down Lane Bowling channel. We've got a new ball review for you. This time at midnight. I don't know why we're doing this. We're after league. These guys can't shut the up. Anyway, we got the Phaze AI. All right. The reason why this is all different, this has got the Phaze core, but it has the AI inner core, so that's surrounding the original Phaze core. High flare potential, 247053 are the numbers. We're going to see what this does. This has the all-new polish on it, which is the Power Edge polish. So this is what is the game changer for the new Phaze AI. So here we go. We're going to watch the Lefties bowl and see how this reacts. Stick with us.
We're good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're here with the two lefties. We're going to review the Phaze AI, but before we get started, you can watch the righties on their ball review, or I have a better idea, Matt. Call the professionals like us and just flip our videos around to make us look like we're right-handed.
Well, yeah, but amateur hour. You got to let them have their time. The professionals are here now. We got the Phaze AI.
We got the Phaze AI. We're going to show you what we're going to do, how this ball rolls. We are on 41 feet, 26 milliliters, bean path V2. Let's get after it. All right, guys, this one is pretty good. I've thrown it quite a bit this week in league. I've been bowling really well. And I know all the haters in the comment section. I don't hit what I'm looking at. So usually I'm looking at my break point. I aim for my break point, but I tell you what I'm looking at the arrows, I guess. So we're going to start on about 15 here. And we're going to look right around 2-ish, which means my ball's going to probably get to about, I would assume, hopefully about 6 down lane. Let's just see how much this ball's going to hook. All right, pretty clean, pretty responsive. I threw it in Tournament Club this weekend as well. So thank you, Nick. My break point was right around 6. I threw it this weekend on bat 37 feet. I did come away with the win with this ball in the final match. It's pretty clean. It's pretty responsive, a little bit more than my other balls that I've seen. Let's see what you got, Matt.
So I haven't thrown it yet. I'm late to the party. Nothing, no tournaments really a bowl. We got 5 by 4.5. I'm going to start around 26, looking 11, 12 at the arrows. I missed it in my first shot, but I will say this ball, the motion of it kind of reminds me of another ball, and once I throw a better shot, I will release that ball, but it's very clean, different, unique motion off the back, I would say.
It's a little bit different than what we've seen previously from some of the stuff, especially with the new Power Edge. I think it's just a little bit more responsive. The gloss was a little bit smoother for me. So my layout is 4.5 by 35, the typical run-of-the-mill for me here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to stand at 15 with our left foot. I'm going to look at 10. I'm not going to hit it, but I'm going to try and get it to 6. I'm going to try and hit Nick Harris down there. Oh, that's way left. That's why we call it AI, folks. Amplified inertia. That's why I carried that one. That one was a little bit left, but we totally saw that ball corner, which is great to see. We're going to throw it against my Summit Peak today. Let's see what Matt's got here. Let's see if he can make a better shot and give us that comparison.
Yes, same spot for me. Just going to try to throw a little better. So a little better. I will say this ball kind of reminds me of the Spectre. Very forward off the end of the pattern. Unique motion.
Wow.
Something
you love that one.
I did love that one. Very sad to see it when it went. But so far, it kind of reminds me of that motion. Very forward off the end of the pattern.
Funny thing is, before we started this video, Matt said he wasn't gonna, he didn't really think this one was gonna be it for him, but he loved that Spectre.
I'm not a fan of white and bowling balls. They never grow good for me.
Okay.
I will agree. I will agree with that.
So we're going to go 5 to the right. Left foot on the big dot. We're going to throw right around the third arrow and a half-ish. We're going to try and get this one to probably about 10, 8 down lane. And let's see if we can get it back. Little speed adjustment. If we got that one, it would have been a good day. That was a little bit, I think, in on that one. I can't really tell. It wasn't my best shot. Wasn't my worst shot. But you can definitely see the responsiveness down lane on this 41-foot pattern here.
So I'm going to 2 and 1 off the last couple. Just try to open up my angles a little bit for you guys. So we're around 28 with our feet looking, 13, 14 at the arrows. Oh, never mind. Don't even watch. I got nothing to say. Let's move to Anthony, please.
No, you're good. We like you there.
No, it's...
So after that last one, we missed a little bit in. We're going to go right back to the same spot, right at the big dot. And we're going to look right around 3-ish this time. Not 3.5, more towards the 3-ish. And we're going to try and get it a little bit more left. See if we can get this one to corner back here. And boom goes the dynamite. I mean, that was pretty good right there. That was awesome. I got right to the spot, exactly what we were looking for, and we got a corner out of that one. So we're just seeing the versatility and how much we can get straight and hook with this ball.
So I lost the tape on my fingers. Gonna try something different. Same spot as the last one. Definitely gonna try to throw this one better. I don't know if the ball is just not getting to the spot. I'm throwing it back, but it's definitely forward. Definitely, it kind of gives me the phase 2 overall vibes. Just the motion it makes in the back is way different.
Well, Matt, it's a phase 2 with a pearl cover on it.
Yeah.
So we threw another flush one.
Phase 2.
Yeah, but it had a weaker cover. R2S. R3 is. Phase 3 was hybrid though.
Was.
So we're gonna go another 5 right. We're gonna stand 1 dot to the right of the big dot, and we're gonna look at. Oof, this is far from me. See anything? Might be
Nosebleed?
Might be a nosebleed.
Where are you standing?
I don't know. We're gonna throw this one left and just see what happens and see if we can get it to come back.
Big wheeling.
It's another one. That's long. That's a long way from me. We're definitely seeing. I can open the angles. I can keep it a little straighter. You see the responsiveness out of this ball. Storm might be back. They might be onto something with this power edge.
I'm still trying to throw a good shot, guys. But we're gonna throw one right here. We're gonna buckle down. There we go. So, better shot. Obviously, shouldn't move to 2 and 1. Super clean. It is forward. It's still giving me that Spectre vibe. Like, I feel like this ball, whether it's the polish, the AI, it's giving me that same shape.
I got it. Yeah, for you it's a little bit more rollier, but you also went pin down with it.
I did. Pin
So
down.
You're seeing pin up versus pin down in this video as well, so you're gonna get 2 different looks at it. I think the pin down is definitely a little cleaner and a little bit more rollier, while my pin up one is just a little bit more off it, which is exactly what you should see. A little bit more defined hook with that pin up, and a little bit less or smoother roll, longer hook zone with that pin down. So right now we're gonna go to the Summit Peak. This is actually got smooth edge on it. It's the same layout, pin up, 4.5 by 35. We're gonna stand on the middle dot with our left foot, and we're just gonna see what happens with this one. I expect this one to be a little bit rollier, and this has got a little bit more cover. It's TX23. So let's see if we can get this one back. Okay, so for me, that one is a little more rolly. Not as angular, not as responsive. I feel like it picks up a little earlier, and it goes a little more forward. Where Matt's is a little more forward on this one. For me, that Summit Peak is kind of that ball.
So I'm going to move back the 2-in-1 we just moved. I'm going to try to throw one good in the same spot. And then I have a Journey to compare it to. Same cover, TX16. Both pearls, but different cores. Fate core and the Journey. A little higher RG. Oh, there we go. So yeah, definitely forward. Little smoother, I noticed on that one for me, but still is forward off the back of the pattern.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing more smooth, more continuation, not continuation, but a smoother, longer transition
Yeah.
from the skid hook to the roll phase, while mine is more of a shorter window. And while I see the longer hook phase out of this Summit Peak here for me, so I think that your Phase AI is probably a little closer to this ball for me.
Right.
And
Right.
it's weird because we see everything different. Everything's backwards between us two, and we're left-handed. So we're gonna go right here again. We're gonna throw a big dot, and we're gonna throw it to the left again. We're gonna just see if we can give you guys some good video feedback on how they're different. See if we can throw another good one. Oh, I missed it. That was probably the worst one I've thrown right now. I didn't get my hand around that one. Not much to say. More or less just a bad shot by operator.
All right, so we got the Fate 5.5 by 5 by 5. A little bit weaker drilling. I know the RG is 252. I want to say the diff is 052 as well. Anthony, do you know the diff on this on the top of your head? 052 or
254.053. That's a guess.
Oh.
I'll look.
That's a guess, he goes.
All right. Somewhere they're very close.
It's in that range.
Yeah.
It might be 5.4.
We're gonna stand. I think it's definitely 5.2 though. Are you talking diff? Same spot. This ball should be a little cleaner, a little lazier down lane than the Phase AI. So yeah, light in the pocket, light mixer. Definitely cleaner, definitely a little smoother and slower off the back. I'd probably have to move 2-in-1 left off of that shot to get it to face up and split the 8-9 properly.
5.2, 5.3. 2.52.
All right, I was close.
I'm gonna throw one more with the Summit Peak. You need another one, Matt? Oh, you haven't thrown the Journey much yet.
I'll throw one more in my Journey. I'll move that 2-in-1 left, I said.
I'm gonna see how much I can hook that Phase AI. I think I'm gonna try and lock the gutter. What do you think? Think it'll make it?
I think you can make it. The way I'm throwing it, I can.
We're gonna send the big dot here. We're gonna throw this one a little bit better than the last one. If Austin doesn't cut it out, it was a terrible shot. That was a little better, a little more fingers. A little more in than I wanted to, but from that spot, the AI would go through that spot, corner a little harder, and probably go through the face. Well, that ball blends out and it's a little more rolly. So we're definitely seeing the difference between these two for me.
All right, so 2-in-1 left. Journey again. Last shot with the Journey. So gotta make it look good, right?
You gotta make it look good.
There you go. Still, I probably would have moved another board left with my feet off that one, but definitely weaker, definitely cleaner. Then that's the core for you. Phase AI has lower RG, a little bit higher or diff. Anthony's gonna go in front of the bar return now, guys.
Uncharted territory for us lefties. You know it corners. That was pretty good.
Should we call Brandon?
Not bad for a guy who doesn't have to do it that much. Matt, overall, you want one more?
Sure, do you want me to loft it?
Let's see what you got.
One more.
Yeah, one more, and then I'll actually throw a real one and do my outro. Actually, I made mine hook a mile.
I was very scared I was gonna fall through that thing.
All right, guys, so we're back to the Phase AI. This is gonna be hopefully the final shot here. We're gonna open the angles up a little bit more, see if we can get it back. We're gonna move another 5, and I'm gonna look right around the 4.5 area, and I'm gonna try and get this one to a 10 down lane, but no promises. Well, that's way left. But it still makes it. Like I said before, this ball is responsive. It's clean. It storms back with those big corner and bowling balls. I don't normally get that kind of stuff, but let's see what Matt can do here to finish it up.
Yep, one last shot. Gonna move back the 2-1 off the journey with the AI. Yes. Ooh. Anthony's right. It's back.
It's back. Storm AI. Make sure you stop at your Storm VIP local pro shops. All right, you can visit Matt at Revolutions. You can visit Revolutions anywhere else. You can come see me at the lab at Town and Country Lanes. What else we got to say, Matt? What were your overall thoughts on this ball?
Like I said, I think this ball reminds me of the Spectre. More forward than balls we've seen in recent years from Storm. Definitely cleaner. Definitely clean, like the typical Pearl. A little more forward. So definitely, if you're looking for something a little more forward in your bag, I wouldn't say you'd be using this ball later in blocks. I would say more towards the middle, or when the back, like when the fronts are a little like starting to go, but the backs are still a little tight. I feel like the ball will be better then too. What do you feel like?
I feel like for the righties, that the guys who really want to get in and yank on it, really rip the cover off the ball, you're gonna be able to move left, throw it right, and get this ball to come back from almost anywhere on the lane, at least from what I've seen with this pinup one. And for the lefties, I think we're gonna be able to use it a little bit earlier than some of the other shiny stuff that we see, like attention stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like this ball is a little bit more, I think it's got a little bit more kick down lane for me. The attention star is just a little too clean sometimes. This ball will be a little bit before that. It probably won't be on the fresh, but I could definitely see it maybe games 2 or 3 or something where I need the ball to really respond when it sees the friction.
Yeah.
For the average guy, what do you think about the house shot guy? What are you thinking? Who's going to like this ball in the house shot?
I think it's going to be a house shot killer for lower rev rates. People like to play from the right. Ball's going to do the work. They don't really have to try to make it hook. It's just going to hook in the back end for them. The higher rev rate guys, they might see a little bit more problem because it might be a little too forward for them off the pattern. But
be a little straighter, you think you'll be a little bit better with this ball?
a little straighter, a little. People need to help more in the back part of the lane, not the ones that can create it with their hand.
There you go. That's our review on the Phaze AI. Make sure that you like, subscribe, click the
Subscribe button, or no, wait.
click the bell to get alerts.
Bell.
Make sure to tune into the podcast at 7 p.m. every Thursday night before bowling. And make sure you...
Hold on a second. What's the scent?
I was going to do that. I was smelling it. What do you think the scent... Do you know what the scent is, Matt? Are you a scent guy?
Oh my god, I just had this conversation.
I can tell you what my guess was before I knew.
Cherry vanilla cupcake.
Cherry vanilla cupcake. This one does smell good. Not as good as the kiwi tart one. We'll give it to Storm on this one. This one.
It doesn't smell like a cupcake, by the way. That smells like cherry Coke.
This smells like the proton physics.
It smells like cherry Coke. Just envision cherry Coke. You'll never get it out of your mind.
Okay, are we done?
So make sure to like this video. Helps us out a ton. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell to get alerts. Also, tune in to Downlane Podcast, 7 p.m. every Thursday before we bowl. We talk bowling in the pro shop. You can interact with us live. Make sure you give us a heads up. You can send some videos of your bowling. We can make fun of you, or we can maybe give you some tips. This is our Phaze AI review. We will see you soon. This is Downlane Bowling Channel.